Hi, welcome to my guitar tutorial, Superbox Ideas, 5 patterns using open strings, and then 5 movable patterns. This is a technique exercise. This is a guitar tutorial. So I start off the video just playing through just the basic patterns, one time, just as written on the sheet, and then the second time through I played an octave higher. And then I put the DrumJam on. I did this sort of the same thing. I played, with a chord, E minor, A minor, D minor, G minor, C minor chord, and then I did, the patterns up an octave, and included in some chords. So look in the description below. I'll include a PDF with these different patterns. So if you look at the pattern of keys on the sheets, I'm kind of going around the circle of keys. So you have E, A, D, G, C, minor pentatonic. Then the next page, F minor, B flat, E flat, G sharp, C sharp. Okay, and then there will be two more keys starting here: F sharp, B, E, A, D, and so on. So if you thought about it, so 5 times 12, there would be 60 of these. So I guess I just did 15 of these. So I'll kind of play through the second page now, and maybe do a little bit with that, and then the third page. So the F minor pentatonic. Now I will caution you, like I say at the top, play 12 frets higher for easier fingering. So that's one thing you can do as you're getting used to this. Experiment with various fingerings, rhythms, and articulations. So for example, on this F minor, these are really, really big stretches. So I would think of them more in terms of maybe slides or shifts. So let me just play across the first line, F minor pentatonic slowly. So starting on the 4th or the B flat. Next one. Next one. Next one. So I'm not really stretching. And next one. And then. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll take that same pattern, I'll move it up the octave. So this is a little bit easier to play. So just playing right across, just move everything up 12 frets. Next one. Next one. Next one. Next one. Next one. All right. So you're basically taking 2 pentatonic patterns. And next one. And then just combining them together. Okay, so that's going to be for F minor. Okay, so now let's go to B flat. B flat minor, I'll play it as written slowly. Next one. Next one. Notice how I'm kind of I'm doing more of a shift there. Next one. And then. So you can just kind of, like I always say, use your imagination to come up with different ways of using these. Okay, so I'm going to take that same thing, move it up the octave. Next one. Next one. Next. Next one. And next one. So this is going to be B flat minor. The root, the lowest root is on the 5th string. So that's another way of thinking of these. If you think of like the F minor, I'll digress here. So F minor is the lowest root is on the 6th string. Then if you go to B flat, the lowest root is on the 5th string. E flat, lowest root is on the 4th string. Now this one kind of breaks the rule a little bit, but the idea here is that you have this 1, 3, 4 pattern for the G sharp, and then the same thing for C sharp. So So you have that. So those root notes are just kind of going right across in fourths. Okay, so let me go back to the B flat. So I was going to point out something. There's an interesting symmetry going on here, but this one here on the middle two strings and the bottom strings. All right, so that's kind of an interesting. So that will work for any patterns where you're thinking of the 5 as your root. Okay, moving right along. So E flat minor pentatonic as written. That's the third line there. So. And what you'll notice. The first and last string are the same. Okay, moving that up an octave. Sorry. So I'm mostly focusing in on the minor pentatonic, but then the major pentatonic would just be this a minor third up. So this would be like E flat minor or F sharp or G sharp major. Okay, moving right along. So you got G sharp minor as written. So. Next one. So you'll notice how that particular pattern combines this box and this box. So there's a bit of symmetry going on there. Okay, so now I'm going to move that up to the octave higher. Okay, here you go here. Next. 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 All right, so that's G sharp minor or B major. And then the last one on that page, C sharp minor as written. So notice what I'm doing. So I'm just using a really light touch, and I'm not really stretching. I'm more shifting. So the stretching would come depending on your hand size and depending on where you were on the neck. Okay, where did I leave off here? Okay, let me just start that one again. So C sharp minor. Do the same thing, octave higher. This one. And then C sharp minor. Okay, so then essentially there's just five of these patterns. So you take them and just move them across. Okay, so you got F sharp minor, B minor, E minor, A minor, D minor. So that's 50. There's 15 total. And then if you were to take this, through all 12 keys, all 5 positions, you would get 60 total. So if you wanted to go through these, you can take, one a week or one every day, E minor, A minor. So maybe I'll do that a little bit. Maybe I'll take like E minor and move that around to the different positions. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do this F sharp minor here. Sorry. Okay, I'll move that up an octave. All right, so that's kind of the blues box combined with the one right above it. Okay, so that's F sharp minor, B minor. All right, so that's your major note there. That would be B minor, D major. Continuing. Okay, I'll move that up an octave. So there's that symmetrical pattern again that I talked about. So in the middle here. Same there. And then these two are the same. So you can kind of, get a... Maybe I'll just go off a little tangent there on the B minor. I'll just kind of play like a B minor riff, and then I'll just kind of play around with that symmetrical pattern on those 4th and 3rd strings, and then the 5th and 6th. See, as you explore these, and you'll kind of come across them. That was kind of like that song, breaking the law. Kind of like that song, breaking the law. I can't think of who that is. Yeah, I'm gonna say Thin Lizzy, but that's probably not right. All right, okay, let's go to E minor here. Let's see. Do I want to do all 5 patterns of that? Okay, let's just play it as written there. So E minor pentatonic, that's the third pattern there. And maybe just for fun, you can just throw it there. Okay, now go up the octave. So that was the other suggestion. Experiment with various fingerings, rhythms, and articulations. So the articulations would be like, or pull-offs, hammer-ons, slides, bends, things like that. Okay. I'll go off on a little tangent here. So as I was preparing for this video for the past several weeks, I kind of discovered something. So this is kind of if I'm playing E minor, A triad, G, and then there's that kind of blues thing that you can kind of slide up. So what I thought was interesting, so I thought, well, if it works there, it also works with the other inversion. So I'm just taking an A triad to G. And then next octave here, so A triad, G triad. Oh, I can do the E minor here. and then ascending obviously the octave higher. You can do like a triad there, or you can do like, and I've done that like a million times. That's like the I want you so bad. So here I'm just instead of just doing double notes, I'm sliding these triads. Okay, I'll go off on another little tangent here. E minor, I'll kind of work with this idea, and then I'll throw in some of these different superbox patterns. There at the end there, I just went into just going back and forth between the two adjacent boxes. So this would be a good way of just kind of taking your basic pentatonic playing, just expanding a little bit. Okay, I'll do two more of these. Okay, so A minor, pentatonic. So what I'm saying in the notes here, I'm just saying that each of these 5 patterns starts with either the root, third, flat third, fourth, fifth, or flatted seventh of the pentatonic scale. So that's what that note means. Okay, so if I'm here, A minor, right. So this is just a random pattern I came up with. You can come up with anything that you want there. Okay, so now I'm going to go up to the octave here. So once again, this pattern here is combining these 2 boxes and these 2 boxes and this box. So I think most guitar players would agree those are the most kind of symmetrical patterns. The way everything fits together. Okay, let me go to the octave higher here. Okay. That kind of playing is interesting too. So here I'm sliding. All right, so I didn't really think about that, but yeah, so certainly you can do different kinds of legato. So here, just one pick. And so on, and then as your hand gets stretched out, and things, you work on your technique, then you can do like big stretches here. Right. So then to make this effective, you really have to have your thumb pretty low on the fretboard to get this to work. I can go to B minor. Right, so I'm just combining like the regular box and then the box right below. Okay, let me just do one more thing for today. So I know this is getting kind of long, but this is just something I've been playing around with recently. I think my last like 2 videos ago, I talked about some other melodic ideas with this idea. Okay, so D minor pentatonic. Oh, sorry. Next one. Next one. Next one. Next one. And next one. Okay, I'm going to go up the octave here. Okay, right. Next one. Next one. Next one. Next one. Next one. All right. And then with the open strings, there's a lot of really interesting things you can do with the open strings. So the first page, the E minor, A minor, like there's like let's say I'm an A minor, so I'm landing on the root and fifth. A minor. And then for the E minor, that'll take some strength and warming up. So I've been sitting here for a while playing, and then B minor, So you can also, and then if you want to be creative with this, you can also kind of think this as the 1 to 4. I mean 1 to 5. B minor, F sharp minor. I'll do the same thing with E minor. E minor. E minor. And then I'll do A minor. E minor. A minor. Now, if you thought ahead on this, when I do that pull off to open, come back on the A minor, come back on the correct finger. Okay, I'm gonna go up to right here. I was doing something. How was I? Oh yeah, so let's say I'm doing E minor here. So let's say I'm there, E minor. So that's E minor to a B minor. But what I'm going to do, instead of doing B minor, I'm going to do B like a B7 chord. And then B minor. Now here, B minor 7. So I'm adding the D sharp and the G, so dominant 7, sharp 5. If I want to add the flat 9 too, so you have E minor, minor, sharp 5. Or sharp 5. I'm sharp 9. Go anywhere else with that? Yeah, I'll go to D minor. That's kind of fun. So D minor. Dominant. sounds like that Donny Hathaway song. I can't think of it. Something about it. Have you ever loved a woman? Or something? Okay, so that should give you enough things to chew on there. Some different ideas with this. Okay, so I know this video is getting really long. So if anybody still wants to listen to this, I'm just gonna put the DrumJam back on and just do an ending improvisation. Just kind of see what happens. So thanks for listening and watching.